maybe 20 years ago was based only on opinion. So nowadays we have also some help of some scientific methods like dendrochronology. Dendrochronology, as you know, we measure the tree rings of the table and with a database, so we measure the distance by hundreds of millimeters. And we have a good database today that we can determine the age of the wood. So we can exclude by dendrochronology, we can exclude things. It doesn't prove the maker, but we can sometimes, with a good database, also see similarities.
Hi, Andreas.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for taking time with us. So I'm going to
My pleasure.
have an interview with you.
Okay.
And so first, would you let me know a bit about your background? How do you become a violin maker?
Since I was a small child, I loved woodworking. Already in the age of 5, 6, I watched my grandfather working with wood as an amateur, good amateur. But and I got my tools when I was a child, and I was allowed to do some woodwork. And when I was 10, I started to play the violin. And I made my first instrument. I played a little bit the guitar also, and I made my first instrument when I was like 10, 11 years old.
Already?
Yes. But not a violin, but it was very simple. I saw in a magazine a description how to make yourself a ukulele.
Ukulele.
So I made myself a ukulele following this description.
Really?
Very simple one, but I played on it. And I still have it at home. Very simple, but that was already my first instrument then. And when I was like 17, you start to have to decide what to become later. And then my aunt inherited some instruments, 6 violins, a couple of cellos and a viola. And she they had all to be set up. And she went to a violin maker in Mittenwald, and she was so fascinated by the atmosphere, and she told me, you with your woodworking and music, and that's maybe something for you. So she gave me the idea actually. And then I say, sounds nice, I can try. And that's how it all started.
So then, would you let me know about your shop in Amsterdam?
Since '85 I have this shop. And I work there with like, we are 5 people. And we are more specialized in restoration. We don't make, some of my assistants, they make some modern instruments at home, but we in the shop, we don't make new instruments anymore, but we do more restoration. Buying and selling, and I do also appraisals for insurances and expertise, so that is more my specialty. And also people come for sound adjustment also to me, and I worked a lot with some great musicians for many hours, and so I can say I learned how to help them.
And so you are so known as a expert, and so not all violin makers can become an expert. And how did you train and become a violin expert?
The passion for old instruments started not right after school, but actually in the time when I was working for Max Müller.
Mm-hmm.
That was in 79 till 82. I worked there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw already many great instruments coming through the shop.
Yep.
And I was had the privilege also to be able to work on those instruments, and more I was allowed to work on the great instruments. I was fascinated by it.
Mm-hmm.
And also sometimes I see old instruments when in poor condition, and then I think it's also important that we preserve these instruments for the next generation and restore them. So that's why my passion for restoration came also.
Then you become a violin expert, and then you are issuing your own certificate right now.
Right.
And how do you recognize the importance of certificates nowadays?
Of course, in our business, certification is until maybe 20 years ago was based only on opinion.
Mm-hmm.
No scientific measurements we were able to use.
No.
So it only opinion, and the more somebody saw, the more experience you had, the better also you were able to write a certificate. So that's why there are many people who wrote certificates, but it's an opinion on paper. Mm-hmm. So, and the opinion of one person is maybe has less value than from another person. Yeah. So nowadays we have also some help of some scientific methods like dendrochronology. Dendrochronology, as you know, we measure the tree rings of the table, and with a database, so we measure the distance by hundreds of millimeters. And we have a good database today that we can determine the age of the wood.
Yes.
So we can exclude by dendrochronology, we can exclude things.
Yes.
It doesn't prove the maker, but we can sometimes, with a good database, also see similarities.
Yes.
With the same maker, maybe that he used the same tree.
Yeah.
So that helps, and that is, it's an important tool nowadays, for expertise.
So. Yes, we started using this kind of scientific tools, and it's now very much essential to expertise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.